Okay, so for this question, it's talking about how they got 70 passengers off a plane in an emergency sort of situation. Okay, and it recorded the how many passengers had been taken off in 10 seconds intervals. So after 10 seconds, you can see here, I think 5 passengers had been taken off, and then after 20 seconds, I think that's 7 passengers had been taken off, and then after 30 seconds, 15 passengers got taken off, and so on. So it says estimate the median time taken by the passengers to leave the plane. So to get the median time, you need the middle, okay? And it's about getting half the passengers off, isn't it? That's the way you've got to think about it. 70 passengers. So how long does it take to get half the passengers off? So we've got 70, of course 35 is going to be half the passengers. So let's look across there from 35, right? Let's draw a line. Okay, so there's 35 here. When I read down from there, it hits the curve, down from there you get 45. So it's 45 seconds, half the passengers left the plane. Part B, it says how many passengers took more than 50 seconds to leave the plane? Circle your answer. Well, let's look at 50 seconds. Here, that's nice, it's already sort of bullet pointed for us there. 50 seconds, let's see. So basically, 50 seconds, 40 passengers had left the plane. Is that what they're asking for? How many passengers took more than 50 seconds, it's saying. Okay, so we've got to be careful here. Okay, more than 50 seconds to leave the plane. So at 50 seconds, 40 passengers had left the plane. How many were left on there? Because that's what it's asking for, isn't it? It's saying how many passengers took more than 50 seconds. So after 50 seconds, how many passengers are left? Well, 40 have already gone off. So 70 take away 40 is 30. That's what we're looking for. So be careful on that one. 30 is what we want. Part C then, it says Cambria Airlines has a policy that states the following. In the event of an emergency exit procedure, at least 90% of the 70 passengers have left the plane within 1 minute. Did this actually happen then? Did they meet this policy? Okay, you must show you working. So after 1 minute, let's have a look at my graph here. 1 minute. There's 1 minute, 60 seconds. Let's see how many passengers had left the plane. So again, it hits the curve nicely there. So we've got, what have we got here? 65. Okay, so after 1 minute, (65) passengers had left the plane. So how many were left on there? Well, there were 5 passengers left on the plane. Now, can we think of what this is as a percentage? What percentage of passengers are left on the plane? Well, you've got 5 passengers out of 17. That's not really easy to do, isn't it? In terms of non-calculator. Okay, without a calculator, it's hard to work out what 5 out of 70 is as a percentage. But what we can do is work out what 10% of 70 is. Okay, if you think about it, so 70 passengers, 10% of 70 passengers is 7 passengers. So if 10% of 70 passengers is 7 passengers, 90% of 70 passengers, of course there's got to be 9 lots of these, it's got to be 63, isn't it? So 63 passengers represent 90%, if that makes sense. Now, did at least 90% then leave? Well, yes, because 65 had left. So we can say, yes, actually more than 90% had left. Okay, so 90% is equal to 63 passengers, and 65 passengers had left. So you've proved there that more than 90% have left the plane within 1 minute.